Yes, you are very, very attractive. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But what if I told you that I had a guaranteed way to make you look even better? Hey, what's up? My name is AJ, and welcome to Kaizen. Something strange and freaky is happening in the world. Things that are unnoticed shape our behaviors and beliefs. There are stories around us and inside us that influence the way we live. I believe our cultural success is hinged on our curiosity. This podcast will question neuroscience, human cognition, fallacies, consciousness, neurolinguistic programming, and much, much more. My mission is to ask more questions, different questions, and not rely on information from the same old talking heads. Join me on this mission of growth with a sly marketing tilt. Welcome to Kaizen, the sweet science of success.
4, 3, 2, 1.
If you were to open your phone right now and do a hashtag search for, say, hashtag sorority, it's no surprise that you'll get hundreds, maybe even thousands of pictures of beautiful women. But if you look more closely, you might be surprised. Not all sorority girls are attractive. Your mind is playing tricks on you. We've already established the fact that you're attractive, but if you want to look even hotter, or for guys, more handsome, there's one simple trick to make that happen. Hang out in groups of at least 4 people. Groups, according to science, are more attractive than individuals. This is known as the cheerleader effect. It's also been referred to as the sorority girl syndrome, the bridesmaids paradox, and, brace yourself for this one, the Spice Girl conspiracy. It may sound shallow, scratch that. It absolutely does sound shallow, but it exists, and here's what it means. When you're in a group, you appear more charming, desirable, and more physically attractive, according to science. When we look at a group, our brain automatically does an average of all the people in the group. So for example, the height, the faces, and even the net worth, it's all averaged out. And what's crazier is it's totally unconscious. So you don't even realize that you're doing it. So remember that old cliche, you're the average of the 5 people that you hang around the most? Well, there's actually some truth to that. So the bottom line is this. There is an inherent benefit in grouping things together, and the more attractive elements of the group will usually make the less attractive elements of the group more appealing. Now, how can you benefit from this fallacy as a business owner? Number 1, take lots of group pictures at your event. Taking lots of pictures has the exact same effect as the sorority girl syndrome or the bridesmaids paradox. Here's how it works. People will look at the pictures, but their brains are unconsciously rating the experience based on the smiles on people's faces, what they're wearing, their attractiveness, the environment, all types of things. And if you do this correctly, you can position your event as a huge success in the minds of people who are just looking at the pictures, even if the event itself sucked. Number 2, if you have client logos on your website, the way you group and display them absolutely matter. Your brain will typically recall the first logo and the last logo. So display your logo of your biggest client first, your second biggest client last, and the others based on size in between those. Lastly, never, ever have one testimonial on your site. You want to make sure that you have at least 3 testimonials because people will always average them out. And if you only have one, it's highly likely that they won't give it any credibility. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Kaizen. Do me a favor, go over to Apple iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, leave me a 5-star review. We're just getting started.